Nyaway. Thank you for staying, and thank you for I'm really happy that we were able to do the show tonight. We were all really excited about being able to perform the honoring for you tonight. So Nyaway for sticking it out through the thunder, and the grandfathers were here. So I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Santi Smith. I'm the artistic director of Kaha Dance Theater. I'm Gayangahaga, Mohawk Nation Turtle Clan from Six Nations. Let's introduce all of the cast.
Tansei, my name is Alex Twin. I come from Edmonton, Alberta, and I'm Plains Creek.
Hi, I'm Michael Dembski, and I'm from PC.
Bonjour, my name is Joshua. My native name is Weasel. I come from the Bear Clan, Makwa Doldam, all the way from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Woo!
Jessie Dell, I also come from Toronto.
Nimki Nandishnikas, Mangando Dam, Mukwemekong Dojaba. My name is Nimki Oswamik, and I'm from Mukwemekong, Unceded First Nations.
So we would like to open it up for any quick questions that anybody would have for us. You can't really see, you're all in the dark right now, so maybe if you just, somebody wants to shout out a question, we can answer it for you. I think we're all based in Toronto.
Yeah, we all live in Toronto.
Yeah, so my company is in Six Nations, but our office is in Toronto, and when we rehearse, we're all in the city. So we're all Toronto-based artists. Anything else? Yahweh? Yahweh means thank you. Yahweh. Thank you very much. Does anybody want to know anything of the symbols that we had in the piece? Yes? Okay. Yeah. The war pole was erected, and that was always erected into our community when it signifies that our community was at war. So part of the process of what we were trying to convey is our preparation and our decision to go to war, the War of 1812. So that was a big decision, and there was lots of neutrality of not wanting to go into the war, but eventually we, from Six Nations, we sided with the British, and then, that sort of separated, as Rick Hill mentioned about our communities were divided between Britain and the Americans. And the women played a really important role, so part of what we were symbolizing is that the female side of that decision, and it was always the female's final word to agree to go to war. So that's what happened, and so the pole was erected, and that means that we were in war. And then the individual sticks that the warriors had signified their commitment and their agreement to go to war as an individual. So a lot of the research that I did for this, I talked a lot with Rick Hill, read a lot, and talked to different people in the community, and worked with different historians.
What did you put in the fire?
We were symbolizing Indian tobacco, so we were putting tobacco. So when we pray, we would use Indian tobacco. Why are we wearing makeup? So you can see our eyes. Oh, this makeup? This was also a symbol of going to war, mostly for the men. They would paint their face in an individual way to signify that they were going to war. Also, we kind of made them look like they had scalp locks, even though their hair. Well, Alex is the one that has the most typical warrior hairdo. So it would have been shaved, like mostly shaved here with a little patch of hair right here at the scalp. The fontanelle is that soft spot on your head or when babies have that soft spot, that's your fontanelle. And for us, that's our connection to Sky World. And so that's what these kind of represent, and that's part of the warrior preparation. So we did a lot of preparation for battle things. The music was created by, composed and arranged by Lou Pomonti. He's a composer from Toronto. But I commissioned Jennifer Kreisberg, who's Tuscarora, Adrian Harjo, who's living on Six Nations, but originally from Kansas City, and myself. I created songs and sang, and George Buck from Six Nations. So we had some traditional sounding songs that were created, and then Lou orchestrated around that. So it was a part of a big collaboration on the music. We inspired by traditional dance steps. So there's a few that we did. We did the stomp, which is oh, this one, yeah, just like a flex foot, yeah. And then we did our version of a war dance, which we don't do anymore, but it's like our smoke dance. Yeah, and then I wouldn't say it was modern dance, because how we created the music is, the choreography is that we did improvisation. So especially for the men, the male dancers, when we were creating the piece, we videotaped a lot, and we talked about, well, what would it look like in battle, even though we don't have the British soldiers to fight against, we only have each other. We couldn't represent the British, so we represented the British and the Americans on the video. So we did a lot of exploration, which means just improvised movement, but based on some more of the traditional style of dance. And the ladies, I guess, were more, I could say, more contemporary dancing. Well, thank you for your questions. Thank you for coming. If you want to know more about Kaha Dance Theater, we have a website, and we're on Facebook. And I'd like to thank Fort Niagara for bringing us here. Brian Merritt was able to bring us, and we're so happy to be here. So Nyawa Goa, and I hope to come and share with you again. Nyawa.